Welcome back, everyone. Last night was my first official night as a top dasher for the month of April, and I had a good night. So, we're going to go through the night that I had, the orders I took, how many hours I worked, how many orders total I took, and then at the end, kind of give you some of my insight and some of the market research that I've been doing in my own area for DoorDash. First order ended up being $11.75. I thought I was off to a good start. Next order ended up being $27.94. I'm like, oh, it's getting better. And then this was my next order that ended up being $23. And then this next order right here ended up being $24. This one actually was really interesting because I took it because it actually brought me back to the area that my normal hot spots are. And I'm like, okay, $7.75 to bring me back ended up being $28.33. Even better. Last order was the best order of the evening at $53.75. And then the very last order that I thought I was taking was $6.75 plus ended up being $8.25. I'm like, I'm pushing my luck of the evening. So I actually ended my dash and I was probably a couple miles away from getting home. So I'm like, you know what? Let me turn DoorDash back on just to see what I get as I am traveling home. And I'm so glad I did because I ended up getting $16.50 plus, which turned into $25.15. So my total shift last night was $203.13. I did 8 orders altogether. If you go by active time, I did a little over 2 hours last night. If you go by dash time, I did 4 hours last night. Been noticing through all the orders I've been taking with DoorDash and doing my own research in my area. First thing is hot zones. I've been really learning where they're at based off of restaurant location. And it's just not one, it is multiple amounts of hot zones that I actually travel to because I want to know if I get an order that takes me out of my zone or out of my own area, what zones are around there that I can pick up orders from as well. The second thing is timing is everything. Before, I would actually just drop my daughter off and then start work in the mornings when I realized that mornings aren't really that great in my area. I've learned to actually cut my hours down, work the true peak hours, which for me, my lunch shifts I know are now 10:30, cutoff time is 1:30, and then nighttime it is 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So I've been working smaller hours, but I've been based off of hot zones and the hours I'm working. I'm seeing some of these orders that came in last night. Lastly, is acceptance rates. I try to stay usually around like the 70, but I can go up to 80, 90. I'm not afraid of decline. What I have noticed that the higher I go, the better orders I am receiving. But the one thing I want to convey to everybody, at least in my market, is it's okay to still decline and use your declines wisely, but don't take the real trash of the trash. That's when you're going to use your declines. And just know that when you go down, eventually you're going to have to go back up at some point. So, guys, those are kind of the things that I've learned in my evening last night. So, if you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. Love you guys, and I'll see you next video. Peace out.